Well, would you look at that? We've got mail. I know I came on here and I told you guys there was no chance we would hear anything from the deposition or what happened there or what she wore or anything. Well, I'm happy to announce we've got a couple of things. Don't get too excited. It's a crumb of a crumb of a crumb, but it's something. Let's get into it.
The tea just got hotter in the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni showdown. New receipts just dropped, spilling all kinds of behind-the-scenes drama from her deposition. Normally, all that legal mess stays locked up, but these court docs? They're straight up exposing how Blake's team moving in this messy, high-stakes defamation battle.
Next up, we have this article from the Daily Mail. Team Blake assembled this. It ends with us, I think is what they meant. Not this ends with us. This it ends with us. Star 37 arrives for the deposition hearing with husband Ryan Reynolds and 8 lawyers.
Now hold up, because this new info got folks seriously side-eyeing the whole case. It's making Blake's claims look shaky at best, and her legal squad's game plan looking real questionable. From the way it's unfolding, this case might be hitting way more bumps than anybody saw coming. And baby, the fallout could reach way past just this Lyle celebrity spat.
Her deposition in New York yesterday with the full team Blake, her sister, and best friend Robin, and husband Ryan Reynolds, and 8 lawyers. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 lawyers.
Blake Lively ain't just playing the victim card, she dropping bombs. Sis is coming hard with claims of sexual harassment and dirty revenge moves against Justin Baldoni, her co-star and director from It Ends With Us. She's saying he turned that set into a toxic war zone, and when she tried to speak out, his PR crew allegedly clapped back with a slick, well-oiled smear campaign to drag her name through the mud.
A source close to the deposition says that her older half-sister Robin and actress and Deadpool husband Ryan Reynolds were with her when she came into the building.
This case got everybody talking, and not just because the names are big. It's shining a harsh light on how Hollywood really handles harassment behind the glitz. Blake's crew swear this is your textbook case of on-set foul play and dirty retaliation. But Baldoni's lawyers? Oh, they flippin' the whole script, pushing a very different story that's got folks wondering who's really telling the truth in this messy Hollywood showdown.
Anybody who was a party of the lawsuit could have been in a deposition. For example, had Ryan not been dismissed from this, like a month ago or whatever, he could have been in the room.
Baldoni's camp coming in hot, calling Blake's claims straight up bogus. And they say all that bad press? That's on her, not some grand PR plot. According to them, sis lit her own fire with the things she said and did. And that recent deposition? Oh baby, that was the moment of truth. The first time Baldoni's lawyers got to grill her under oath and start poking real holes in her story. It's getting real messy now.
They also say here in this article, Justin Baldoni and his business partner Jamie Heath were shut away with Blake and her legal team as she gave an account of events which led to her filing. So we know now that Jamie Heath was with Justin and Brian Friedman, probably Ellen Garofalo, and
baby, when Blake showed up for that deposition, she didn't just walk in, she pulled up deep. Sis came rolling with a whole legal army, 8 lawyers from the powerhouse firm Wilkie Farr-Gallagher, plus her man Ryan Reynolds and her sister Robin in tow. That ain't just legal backup, that's a statement. Either Blake's team was shook about what might come out of her mouth under pressure, or they was trying to flex hard and shake Baldoni's crew with straight-up courtroom intimidation. One thing's for sure, this wasn't no ordinary sit-down.
Right? We write in response to Blake Lively's letter concerning Liner Friedman motions to quash the subpoena that she served upon the law firm. To justify the harassing subpoena, the letter erroneously alleges that Brian Friedman Esquire defamed Lively and that his conduct had amounted to public relations works rather than off an attorney. It appears that Lively is slowly realizing that there is no retaliatory smear campaign by the Wayfair parties against her. Consequently, Lively is shifting her focus to Liner Friedman in connection with her 14th cause of action, which alleges that certain Wayfair parties, through the attorney Friedman, purportedly defamed her via post-litigation statements to the media.
Whew! Now here's where it gets juicy. Legal pros say Blake's squad rolling that deep might have looked bold, but it's a double-edged sword. Sure, all them lawyers might have boosted her confidence and screamed, "We serious," but to a judge or jury, that kind of muscle can look real defensive, like she hiding behind a wall of suits. And baby, that deposition? It ran over 3 hours long. Baldoni's pitbull attorney Brian Friedman ain't miss a beat. He picked through her claims like he was searching for cracks, and from the way folks talkin', he may have found some. But here's the real tea. After the grillin', Blake's team came out swinging, slapping subpoenas at Baldoni's whole law firm, digging into their PR moves and media chatter. That means this ain't just about harassment no more. It's blowing up into a full-blown war about reputation and retaliation. Sis is trying to spin their public statements as part of the smear, but that legal lane is narrow and the hurdles ahead, whew, they tall. Now let's get into the real messy part. Blake's team out here trying to pull receipts from Baldoni's lawyers' convos with the media, but baby, that's sacred ground in the legal world. That kind of talk is usually protected, and Baldoni's crew ain't having it. They filed a motion to shut all that down quick, calling Blake's subpoenas both weak in the law and a waste of time. They basically said, "Girl, you already got the quotes and links. What more you diggin'?" And chile, that's where it gets shady. These big messy requests, the court sometimes call that a fishing expedition. Like you just throwing bait, hoping to catch anything to use in court. But here's the real mic drop. Court docs hint that during her deposition, when Friedman pressed her, Blake let slip a bombshell, her so-called proof of a smear campaign, tied to redacted stuff the public can't even see. So now folks wondering, what she really got? Or is this whole retaliation story running on fumes? Ooooh, chile. If that slip-up in Blake's deposition holds weight, it could be crippling to her whole retaliation story. 'Cause let's be real, if Sis can't personally back up her claims about a smear campaign, or if what she does know ain't even about Baldoni's people, then baby, the whole case might be built on smoke and mirrors. That's a big deal too. 'Cause in these kinds of lawsuits, you gotta draw that straight line. I spoke up, and then they came for me. If Blake's own words muddy that line, it could blow up her entire legal play. And let's not forget, her team told Baldoni's lawyers to shut up in the press back in December 2024. But guess what? They didn't even hire their current law firm till a day before making that demand. Now how you gonna accuse a firm of orchestrating a media campaign when they just walked in the door? This ain't just drama between two celebs anymore. It's a full-blown test of how far you can stretch a retaliation claim before it snaps. And right now, that rope looking real thin. Now this right here, it's bigger than Blake and Justin. It's a whole legal litmus test for how the system handles harassment and retaliation claims in this era of courtroom and Twitter battles. Hollywood's seen its fair share of messy lawsuits lately, but what goes down in this case might just set the tone for how future celebs, and their lawyers, move when the heat gets turned up. See, once a case hits the courts, lawyers usually get wide leeway to speak out on behalf of their clients, thanks to what's called litigation privilege. That legal shield is meant to keep attorneys from being scared to fight loud and proud in the court of public opinion. But Blake's team ain't playing by the usual rules. They trying to call out those public statements as straight-up retaliation. And if they win on that front, whew, it could flip the whole game and put every high-powered lawyer in Hollywood on hush mode during high-profile cases. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room: social media. The court of TikTok and X is loud, messy, and fast, and this case is putting a spotlight on how legal moves and online narratives crash into each other. One wrong post or leaked clip could sway opinions way before a judge ever rules. It's not just law anymore, it's a whole media circus with real consequences. Now let's keep it all the way real. When you're playing in the spotlight, public opinion hits just as hard as any judge's gavel. And in Blake's case, that line between defending yourself legally and looking like you retaliating, it's getting blurrier by the minute. From what's coming out of that deposition room, Blake's team might be swimming in deeper waters than they expected. That lil slip about her knowledge of the smear campaign, it ain't looking good, especially when you can't draw a clean line from the drama to the damage. And these subpoenas, chile, they feel more like panic plays than power moves. Instead of firming up her main claims, her team out here casting a wide net that could end up catching nothing but court delays and side eyes from the judge. And let's not forget, when celebs sue for defamation, the bar is sky high. They gotta prove not just damage, but intent to harm. That ain't easy when the public's already watching everything you say, post, and do. Legal experts watching this unfold say it loud. If Blake's crew can't tighten up and shift from defense to offense, they might be fighting a losing battle, both in court and in the court of public opinion. And there it is, the heart of the whole storm. In cases like this, it ain't just about feeling wronged, it's about proving it under some of the toughest standards in the legal game. To win a defamation claim as a public figure, Blake's gotta show actual malice, that the other side knew they were lying or just didn't care. Add that to the fact that folks do have a right to talk about what's going down in Hollywood. Ooh, it's a steep climb. This whole case is shaping up to be more than just a celebrity spat. It's gonna be a blueprint for how the legal system weighs a victim's right to speak out and seek justice against a defendant's right to defend themselves loud and proud. It's a legal tightrope walk, and however it ends, best believe lawyers, studios, and publicists across the industry gonna be taking notes. Right now, though, the signs point to Blake's side being in a tougher spot than folks first thought. The tea's getting colder, the facts messier, and the path to victory looking real unclear. But one thing's for sure, this case is gonna leave a mark on how Hollywood handles its dirty laundry in court.
Oh yeah, we're fine. No, this is shady. So it's incredibly frustrating. It's very and thank God other outlets are starting to pick up this press. It is slowly getting tickled because Emily Baker, who has been a little silent on this case.
Folks are big mad, wondering why she's been so quiet. Some think it's because she's cool with Ryan. Like, is she trying to play Miss Switzerland now? I don't know. But sis went and made a whole post, teaming with Molly, dragging how dumb it was to subpoena the creators. And let's keep it real, that move was trash. It's about to blow up in their faces. Mark my words. And now more people are backing up the truth, proving yet again why she stays getting called a bully and why we reported what we did. So no, this ain't no retaliation campaign. Ain't nobody cutting me checks for my reporting. Blake's just out here doing the most, and it's wild. But hey, at least Justin scored a win. James Brolin, yes, Josh Brolin's daddy, and the man married to Barbara freakin' Streisand, is officially riding with Justin.
Cakes always have a little bit of a sense of humor. For my baby, I just did a giant set of which I feel like will haunt him for life. But what do they want at 1? Like, he can't declare what he wants.
Yeah. What he wants at 1. Yeah.
I'll show you a picture after. They're pretty
Oh, I
amazing.
need to see
of the cake,
that.
not of mine.
Of your
also
food.
amazing. Though.
Well, I
Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it. If you're feeling the vibe, hit that like button. And if you're new to the fam, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop the latest and greatest. Thanks for tuning in.